Listen carefully. Artificial intelligence is evolving rapidly. Pay attention or you will miss out on the advancements. The same advancements that allowed me to win this trade, and these trades. We bring you a completely new machine learning indicator that in less than a week has reached the top of the trending page, received the Editor's Pick Award and has over 2,000 likes and favorites. This indicator is a breakthrough at bridging the gap between machine learning and traditional technical analysis. None of these signals repaint and the indicator is completely free. Head over to Tradingview, right-click and clear your chart. Click on the Indicators tab and search Supertrend AI Clustering. Click on this one by LuxAlgo. The developers have completely revamped the Supertrend indicator using a machine learning technique called K-means clustering. Compared to the traditional Supertrend indicator, we can see how much better it is at finding trends and holding those trends. This indicator uses artificial intelligence to determine how likely it is that the market will change direction. These numbers determine the likelihood of the trade being correct. An easy way to think of how it works is that the higher the value at the point of entry, the higher the probability. The indicator is looking at past price and identifying price patterns, rate of change, anomalies along with other factors in price, then assigning a vote to each, grouping them and then based on how similar the current movement is and deciding how likely it is that price will do the same thing again. Exactly how the algorithm works is documented on Tradingview. However, regardless of if you understand how it works, as you can see, these entries are very good. If we go into the settings here, we have a number of options relating to fine-tuning of the indicator. The first thing we want to do here is reduce the max historical bars to 5,000. This option controls how much past data is used in its calculations. Typically, the more data is the better. However, the more data used, the longer it will take for it to load on the chart. So we will reduce it to improve the performance, but to compensate we will increase the iteration step above it, which essentially controls the filtering of signals. This option controls the number of cycles the indicator will use to determine the quality of the signals and ensure that the calculations are correct, so higher values are better. Let's increase this to 1500. Next, I want you to go up to the factor range. And we want to increase this max range from 5 to 8. The larger the distance between these two values, the longer term trend the indicator will try to identify, and the closer the values, the shorter the trend. Finally, disable the dashboard and we're done. Now, as you can see, the indicator does a much better job at identifying more medium-term trends. These bands that trail positions are similar to the Supertrend indicator bands. You can think of them as a trailing stop loss. Also, typically the closer they are, the more likely price is to trend in the intended direction. You will also notice that there is a color gradient on each candle. The brighter the color, the stronger the trend. So let's say we get the signal here with a voting value of 4, meaning there is a stronger chance compared to a value of 1 that price is going to go in this direction. Then if we wait for the gradient to also shift tone, we can see how that would have been a great entry point. While this indicator is very much powerful on its own, there is also an extension for this indicator in an oscillator format that even further improves your analysis. Go back to the Indicators tab and search Supertrend AI Clustering and add the oscillator by LuxAlgo. Click the star icons to save both of these indicators. This oscillator is specifically designed to work alongside its overlays counterpart to further help in timing trades. It even has the same settings as the overlays. But for the oscillator, we will keep all settings on default, and by keeping the settings on default, this also means that the oscillator will have a higher data range to work with than the overlays, further compensating for the reduction we made earlier. Now I am going to show you how exactly I utilize these indicators to get the absolute best trading setups. All the trades I showed at the beginning of this video, I caught using this system, and also the trades I am showing now. But before we do so, don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss future videos, as we have quite a number of projects that are planned and are being tested. And if you like this AI indicator by LuxAlgo, consider using the link in the video description to test LuxAlgo's premium indicators risk-free for 30 days. Now, as promised, here is the strategy. How the oscillator works is that when the bands are above the zero line and there is none below the line, this indicates a strong bullish trend, and when the bands are below the line, it indicates a strong bearish trend. There are scenarios, however, where price is in a strong trend and a band will appear on the opposing side. When this happens, it is an indication that you might experience a slight retracement, but the trend is still strong. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. So what we want to do is wait for a signal with a probability value of more than 2 and then wait for a confirmation using the oscillator. By waiting for one of these dots to appear, then we will take an entry with stops below the current or previous candle low or high and target a 1.5 risk to reward ratio. Here is another example of a buy setup. We get a signal from the overlays with a value of 5, and here we can see that we get a confirmation on the oscillator. So we execute the trade with stops below the candle and target a 1.5 risk to reward ratio. The opposite is true in sell positions. Due to the fact that we are setting stops below or above candle lows, we can disable the trailing stops in the Styles tab since they are not being used. This strategy is a set and forget strategy, meaning once you find an entry and you execute, there is no need to adjust based on the preceding changes of the overlays or oscillator. If you are in a position and an opposing signal appears, do not exit your trade. We are holding our position until we hit either take profit or stop loss. As with any strategy, you can't win them all. So in the event you take an entry and it's a losing trade and then there happens to be another signal, you can take another attempt, but I would not recommend doing more than 2 trades per overlay setup. To sum up the key insights we've covered, we began by introducing a groundbreaking trading Supertrend AI clustering indicator by LuxAlgo. This indicator combines the power of artificial intelligence and traditional technical analysis, setting a new standard for trend prediction. Through k-means clustering, this indicator has evolved beyond the limitations of the traditional Supertrend indicator. By analyzing historical data, rate of change, price patterns, and more, it assigns votes to potential price movements, and the higher the value at entry, the stronger the probability of success, a unique approach rooted in advanced machine learning. As we wrap up, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. We have exciting projects on the horizon. If you're intrigued by LuxAlgo's AI indicator, don't forget to check out the link in the video description for a risk-free trial of their premium indicators for 30 days. LuxAlgo Suite offers the oscillator matrix, the signals and overlays, and the price action concepts. All 3 combined together creates a full house of all the tools you will need to navigate the market in any market condition. If ranging, we can use contrarian signals. If trending, there is the confirmation signals and several other trend overlays. The oscillator matrix also offers a money flow reading that would go well with this strategy to determine the flow of money in the market, while the AI clustering covers the technical aspect. Stay informed, stay strategic, and make those trades count. We will see you next time.